At first, I would like to give you my cardinal salam and welcome all of you. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are all great, fine, and well by the mercy of Almighty Allah. And I'm also doing fantastic by the mercy of Almighty Allah. Today, I'm here again in front of my camera with another new content where I will inshallah try to explain about my English language journey. How was my English language journey? And from when I have started to learn English language, and how was that? Was that good or bad? So these types of things I will inshallah try to explain here in the short content. I think this from this content you can guess it that how was my English language journey and what types of difficulties and what types of tricks and techniques I used to follow when I was beginner of English language. This content will really help you for you also. Okay, so when I passed my higher secondary school certificate examinations and I was taking preparation to sit for admission, university admission, and I got a chance in Russia University Department of Marketing. In the time, I noticed that the university study medium is completely related to English language, but I did not know how to make a single sentence in English. Teachers used to come in class and uh, they usually taught us in English. Every medium of understanding, every medium of teaching were completely related to English language, but I did not know how to produce a single sentence by using English language, what are the grammars, structures, phrases, and others instrument of English language. I was very weak at English language and I afraid it of English language, but I had a great dream to learn English language. So that's why I determined myself that I had to learn English language by hook and crook. But I was facing many difficulties at the very beginning day. I was not understanding or getting any point from the teachers because the teachers used to teach in English. And I used to go so many teachers, so many brothers, senior brothers for learning English language and for collecting or taking suggestions that in which way, what are the tips and techniques can I follow for learning English language within very shortly, because I have to understand the teacher's speech, I have to understand the books and all uh, things related to academic study. Otherwise, I will completely, I will achieve such a bad score, bad result or CC from my semester, from my academic life. So that's why I used to go those types of brothers and teachers for taking suggestion. But uh, here I would like to suggest or I would like to provide a very bad event which was actually happened to me. Uh, that was actually happened in Russia University when I went to the class at Russia University, and that class was the first class of my life in university, especially Russia University. And I, as I said earlier, I did not know how to produce a single sentence by using English words and grammars. And I also did not understand the English sentences, English speeches. So at the very beginning day or first day, one of my senior brother uh, told me a sentence in English. May I take it? That means there was a bottle. There was a bottle of water in front of myself, and one of my senior brothers uh, wanted to drink wanted to drink water. So that's why he said that, may I take it or may I drink it? But I did not know what's the meaning of this sentence. What was he wanting from my side? So that's why um, I, as I did not know how to say or how to express my thought, my point of view in English, so that's why for my safety, I moved my head and I said like this. And the meaning of like this is no. In the time, senior brother understood that I didn't get the point what I actually want from you. So that's why he said in Bangla. And after that, I got it that he wanted to drink water from my bottle. So now you can guess it that how much weak I was at English and how much hard work I had to do from that day to still that this day. So I'm doing hard work from that day to this day, and in that day I determined and I inspired myself. I motivated myself that I must have to learn English language by hook and crook. If I wanted to stay here, if I want to continue my study here in university, I must have to learn English language. Otherwise, it's not possible. I will ultimately face difficulty. I will not get any good score, any good CG, or I will get such a bad mark from my study life, and ultimately I will not get such a good jobs after finishing my graduations, okay, or post graduation. So that's why I had to take different types of steps, tips, and technique I had to follow for developing my English, and I used to do different types of jobs and activities as I have already shared in so many videos. If you noticed, or if you saw the videos of mine that I have already uploaded before, you can easily understand what types of tips and technique I used to follow, and still now I am following those things for boosting up my confidence, for improving my level of English language. So this was my beginning stage, beginning level of English language journey, and which was actually held, which was started from Russia University. And you can say because of depression or because of disappointing, I did not know how to learn English language. So because of because of these reasons, I you can say, because it is one of the main reasons among many for canceling the admission from Russia University and admitting in Khulna University Department of English. I'm here in Khulna University Department of English, and I'm in third year now, and I'm pursuing graduation from here from Department of English. And I had a perceptions, or I had a point of view in my brain that if I can admit here in Khulna University Department of English, I can easily learn English language because my subject is also English, and the teachers will provide different types of tips and techniques, and they will suggest me, they will teach me how to speak in English, how to maintain the rules and regulations of grammars. They will suggest me, or they will show the path of structures, patterns, or grammars. These types of things they will usually suggest me or teach me. So that's why I am here and admitted here, but the idea was completely wrong. Teachers usually teach us, but they usually don't teach us how to speak in English. They usually provide few suggestions that for learning English language, for being a good speaker of English language, you have to follow these types of things, you have to follow these types of channels, or these sorts of activities you have to do. So they usually do these types of activities. I had a completely wrong idea in that time, but nowadays, after following their suggestions, after following their tips and techniques, and after doing hard work, I am doing hard work, and I had to do hard work, and I'm spending my valuable time. Most of the time I'm spending behind learning English language. Whenever I feel free, I usually come, I usually try to enter into YouTube, and I usually try to see different types of video related to English language, and I always try to notice which structure, which pattern, or which grammar is unfamiliar to me. So if that pattern or structure or vocabs is really helpful or useful to me, I usually try to note down in that time, and after that I usually try to utilize, try to use those structure, those pattern, and those word in my actual life. Like here I'm making video, and I'm usually trying, I usually try to utilize those vocabs, those pattern, or those structures in my speech, in my real life. So it will be very much helpful if I can utilize those structures, those patterns, or those things in my speech, in my actual life. Otherwise, if I don't use those things in my actual life, it will be very much hurting or difficult or complex thing to remember the words meaning, or the sentence meaning, or how to utilize, how to use those sentence or structures in uh, my writing or in my daily activities. So that's why I usually try to follow these sorts of activities, and this was my beginning stage, or beginning journey of English language. And I think after hearing my speech, after receiving my suggestions, you can also understand, or you can also gauge your own positions, where you, and after practicing your language, where are you now, and what types of tips and technique you should follow for boosting up your confidence. So these sorts of things you can easily identify after hearing my speech. So that's all about for today's content. I don't want to make it more longer, and may Allah Almighty have mercy on all of us, and may Allah Almighty grant us goodnesses and peace. Assalamu alaikum.